Hi children, good morning. How is the weather there? Is it sunny? Is it cloudy, windy, or rainy? Wow, great. Fine. Do you know the new book that we are going to use this year? Yes, you're right. That's Pet Record. So in this book, we have a lot of interesting activities. We can just learn with fun. In English, to understand it better, to communicate better, we need to know how to speak, how to read, how to write, and how to listen. When it comes to writing, one of the most important aspects is we should know how to write spellings properly. In English, some spellings are little tricky. That is, we should know when to use what. Let's look at some words. The word bottle, B O T T L E. It ends with L E. What is the sound? L, bottle. Then look at the second word, regional, Regional. It ends with AL, but the sound is same, L, regional. And let's look at another word, camel, Camel. Even that has the same sound, L at the end. So bottle, regional, and camel all have the same ending, L. But look at their spellings. One ends with LE, one ends with AL, and another ends with EL. So when to use EL, when to use AL, and when to use LE? To know all these things, there are some simple tricks. It's not all that difficult. If you just remember some simple things, then you can easily write spellings properly. Okay, let's begin our class on how to use or when to use LE, AL, and EL for the words that end with L sound. Let's begin. Let's begin with words ending with LE. Before we understand when to end a word with LE, let's know about head letters and tail letters. Look at the letters written B, D, H, K, L, T. These are called as head letters. F, G, J, P, Q, Y. These are called as tail letters. The reason is simple. If you look at the lines behind, in the upper zone, we have heads for B, D, H, K, L, T, and we have tails for F, G, J, P, Q, Y. Words ending with head letters or tail letters mostly end with LE. Look at the letters B, D, H, K, L, T. These are all called head letters. Words like table, B is a head letter, candle, D is a head letter, buckle, K is a head letter, and subtle, T is a head letter. In all these cases, head letters are all followed by LE. Hence, if a word that has head letter usually is followed by LE. Let's look at tail letters now. Words that have tail letters usually end with LE. Look at these letters F, G, J, P, Q, Y. These are all the tail letters that have some lines or curves at the bottom. The word rifle, F is a tail letter. Eagle, G is a tail letter. Ample, P is again a tail letter. And style, Y is a tail letter. So the words that have tail letter are usually ending with letters LE to make L sound. Rifle, eagle, ample, and style. Another interesting rule about having LE at the end is the occurrence of a letter twice, double letters. Look at these words bottle, Bottle, shuffle, Shuffle, saddle, Saddle, and lastly, bubble, Bubble. If you look at the letters in pink, TT, FF, DD, BB, whenever there are letters written twice, usually such words end with LE. Now let's understand when to end a word with EL when it ends with L sound. We have another set of letters called no head, no tail letters. These letters neither extend at top nor come down to make a tail. The letters are M, N, R, S, V, W, X, and Z. These letters are called as no head, no tail letters. Usually, the words that have these no head and no tail letters end with EL. Look at these letters M, N, S, V, W. Camel, M. Panel, N is there. Marvel, V is there. And towel, W is there. So, after no head, no tail letters, we have E, L at the end. Now let's understand when to end the words with AL to make L sound at the end. There are some words which make meaning even when you remove L sound at the end of them. Look at these words. Regional. If you remove L sound, it remains region, which has a meaning. Mechanical. It has the word mechanic, we are adding AL at the end. Similarly, the word numerical. Numeric, we are just adding AL. We have a word signal. The base word is sign. To the word sign, we are adding AL to make it signal. This is a simple rule. Whenever you are doubtful whether to add AL or not, just remove L sound from the word and just check if it still makes sense. Let's quickly recap the rules that we have. Let's see when the words end with LE. If the word has head letter before the L sound, then usually the word ends with LE. For example, the word candle. If the words have tail letters before L sound, like the tail letter like G, then they end with LE. For example, the word eagle, G is a tail letter and LE is added at the end. And the other rule is when the words have double letters before the L sound, like BB in the word bubble, like the word FF in the word daffle, and so on. Now the next is the words ending with EL. Generally, if the words have no head, no tail letters before L sound, they normally end with the letters EL. Look at this example. Camel, M is no head, no tail letter. Similarly, travel, V is no head, no tail letter. Finally, we have the words ending with AL. Rule is simple. Just remove L sound from the word at the end and just check if the word still has a meaning. Then just go ahead and add AL. Like the word emotional, even if you remove AL, it still says emotion, which is a meaningful word. Students, we have learned different rules to end the word with EL, LE, and AL for the L sound at the end of the word. But there are few words which do not follow these rules. Let's find them out. Let's keep learning. Let's be happy. Take care.